Hey, Vanna. Hey, PK. Hey, Scrapegoat. Hey, Jenna. Not snowed in, no. No, I mean, there is snow out there, but we're not snowed in or anything. Been playing Dave the Diver. Sleeted in, iced in. No. No, I mean, there's nothing stopping me from going out. I just like sleeping in. I just don't like going out. Who's there, Jenna? Is there a way you can bring in some snow to show us how much it snowed? I can't. Hey, Joel. Knock, knock. Who's there? Snow cones? Meh. Why don't I have a ring camera? Hey, alien tourist. I mean, those things are, I don't know. Those things are used for snitching. I'm no snitch. Us bitches be snitches. I might have to go on Twitter to snitch on Skip the Dishes. Negative 36. That's cold. Use Skip the Dish. Use Skip the Dishes to order supper. Ordered a burger. There's going to be a delay. There's going to be a delay in them preparing it. You know, fine, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. But it meant that I had to wait a little bit longer, and then the fucking thing never got delivered. Got marked as delivered. Got hey, Killface. Got marked as delivered. Sure as fuck wasn't outside. Wasn't there. Wasn't at the door. Just a piss off. So went on. Hey, no, I didn't get my order. Never got a fucking response. After like 15 minutes, the chat closed without any response ever at any point. It's been another, open another chat. It's been another 15 minutes. Have not gotten a fucking response yet. Like, holy shit. Like, just Skip the Dishes just seems to have absolutely no fucking support. Hey, Joanna. There just seems to be absolutely no goddamn support at all at Skip the Dishes. Did I try screaming? I mean, at this point, it would be as effective as actually. For $40, no 17, and still bring it up in conversation at least once a week. Yeah, I just got ripped off $30. I just lost $30 because I can't get a fucking refund. I can't fucking talk to anybody at Skip the Dishes. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to actually complain on. I'm pretty sure I'm actually gonna have to go on Twitter and complain and be like, "Hey, you have no fucking support to give me back the refund for the food I never got." So yeah, nice. So yeah, hey troll, please. So yeah, had to have a shitty microwave dinner for supper, and I'm down $30 for absolutely fucking nothing. Hey, color purple. Hey, Anunnaki. Not interest. Whenever I go into help, select the appropriate order issue. Didn't receive my order. I assume would be what I would need to go into. And it pulls up support chat. No refund? I mean, it seems like I would need to actually be able to actually speak with somebody in order to get a refund. And apparently, Skip the Dishes has no fucking support at all. Absolutely no one on goddamn support. Because I waited 15 minutes. I was waiting 15 fucking minutes and got nothing. Nothing. Not a single response. How long are you supposed to wait for a response on chat? On a support chat, right? 15 minutes is pretty fucking unreasonable. What order? Hey, Jordan. I ordered a burger. I mean, the place is probably like they were bit like, and then the place was busy, so it was already delay in them getting it together. I ended up having a shitty ass fucking microwave dinner. I'm not ordering again because I mean I had a fucking shitty ass goddamn microwave dinner. Not at all satisfying, but fucking at least I'm fed. So it ain't my dinner. Probably. Stop using. I mean, there's nowhere else to order. Like, there's nowhere else I can use to order. If I want takeout, it's like that's the only option available to me. Like, we don't have another. Like, we don't have Uber Eats here. We don't have whatever else here. We've got Skip the Dishes, and that's fucking it. It was not McDonald's. Fuck it. Fuck it. Tweet it. DoorDash. Does Cornwall have DoorDash? Yeah, looks like it might. Looks like Cornwall might actually have DoorDash. So suppose I'll download that one. So hey, Blue. Hopefully DoorDash at least has some customer service when things go wrong. Well, my burger's gone. I don't fucking care about the burger. I want my fucking money back. Reaching out on Twitter. No, I tried ordering food, Gigi. It never got delivered. And when I tried to, say, hey, I didn't get my order, because whatever, shit happens. But, when I tried to say, hey, I didn't get my order, there was just absolutely no one on support. No. Oh shit, DoorDash is paid subscription? Oh, that's for zero delivery fees. All right. So next time I need to order something, I'll use DoorDash because hopefully, hopefully, DoorDash at least has some sort of support. Because things are going to go wrong. Shit's going to happen. It's fine. Mistakes happen. But, hey, Marie. But with Skip the Dishes, half an hour without, like, you know, two different supports that both went 15 minutes without getting anyone to help? Like, how long am I expected to wait? The fact that I need to reach out on, like, I just posted on Twitter. Posted a complaint on Twitter. So, we'll see if they respond on there because it's looking like that's going to be the only way to get it back. No, I don't want the driver. I didn't even give the driver a bad review. Like, I'm not even giving them a bad review. Like, of course not. Mistakes happen. It sucks that I didn't get my food, but you had a driver? Yeah, a driver was assigned. It was marked as delivered. The food was showing as delivered, so there was a driver assigned to it and everything. Hey, Jody. Don't even know why I subscribed to your channel. Neither does anyone else, Jody. And I mean, that happens. They might have delivered it to the wrong door. That happens. If not where? If not your place. I mean, probably to the wrong door. It's probably delivered like next door or something. Like, it happens. But it's cold. I wasn't gonna go put my coat on and go hunting for it. Yeah, it's too cold for that shit. And at this point, it's been an hour. It's supposed to have been delivered an hour ago. It's cold and everything. Do I cook? Not anymore, Jody. I want to cook. But the place I'm living right now, I can't really cook on camera. Just not hiding behind something. I mean, there's nothing to hide it behind. There's nowhere they could have hidden it. DoorDash takes a pick of where it's left for that reason. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain about the driver. He fucked up. Whatever. It happens. We all fuck up. He's only human. He's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Shit happens. I'm not. I'm not mad at him. What I'm mad at is the fact that I can't get a fucking refund because Skip the Dishes has absolutely no one on support. I'm mad at the fact that Skip the Dishes, as a company, has cost me $30. That's what I'm mad at right now. have a number you can call? Don't think. Not that I saw. Subscribe to a lot of cooking channels. About a year ago, Jody, like a little over a year, yeah, about a year ago, there was a very brief period where I was cooking once in a while. I did try cooking for a little while, but then I had to move into a place where I can't. That's why you subscribe them. I definitely don't do ASMR. Unless you find unless you find occasional ranting to be very calming and soothing. So do I, Alien Tourist. I miss it too. But nah, mostly I just do this, just sit and talk to people. I do also play some video games. Make occasional jokes about banging people's mothers. Couples channel? Yeah, maybe. If I had a partner, sure, why not? If I was dating somebody, then sure, why not? I'll do a couples channel with your mom. Alien tourist. I just said alien tourist with it'd be with Ananaki's mom. We could do a couples channel. Chantel? I mean, she seems pretty satisfied back in it's not funny. Hey Julia. She seems pretty satisfied back in Kuwait, so that seems doubtful. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have minded a few more chances to hang out with her as well, PK, but hey, little Craig. But she wants to make it work. So, and for the record, I support her in that. You know, dude fucked up. He knows it. She's willing to give him another chance. She's trying to make it work. So, And yeah, people are judging her for it, and fuck them for that. Fuck the judgment. Wish you knew what we were talking about. You really don't, Jody. It's drama bullshit. It is absolutely not worth knowing about. She look happy? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she looked happy when I saw her. We have fun. I mean, she brought me to get jeans, and then we had supper. I don't even remember where we went for supper. All on aprons and nothing else. We did not cook now, unfortunately. As a friend, Vanna. She loves me as a friend. We're like family at this point. I can assure you there is nothing romantic or sexual left between us. I was holding back the Riz. I was holding back the Riz. Um, yeah, I think I do tend to have a negative effect on Riz. My presence just sort of lowers Riz levels in the area. You know, I walk into a room and it's just like, those jeans expensive brand? Not particularly. I did actually get a really good sale on them. I got them like 50%. I got like 50% off the two pairs. I forget exactly what I paid. Oh, thanks, Jody. It's a pretty good chair. I don't know what brand it is. I don't remember what brand it is. I haven't heard your character narration. But yeah, the jeans, they're actually, one pair was actually like regular price was pretty expensive. I think. I'll wear them. I haven't worn them yet. I've washed them. Next time I do laundry, I'll throw this pair of jeans in and switch over to one of my new pairs of jeans. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Right. So the jeans, they're like, I got two pairs. One pair was $110. The other was, I think, $60. Watch me play boring ass story games. Thanks, Gilface. Hey, Marie. It has not even begun yet. Hey, congratulations to him. Had his top surgery. He had top surgery, so now he feels like he's had a weight off his chest. Yeah, I think like before tax, one pair was 110, the other was like 60 or 70. So after taxes, it would have been over $200, and I paid a little over 100. I paid like 107 after tax. So it was like 50% off the both pairs. Because it's like, what would have been Boxing Day or the day after? It was Boxing Week at least. No, it wouldn't have been Boxing Day. I worked that day. It would have been, I guess, probably the 27th, December 27th. So it was Boxing Week. Yeah, it was Boxing Week that I went to the store, which meant, really good deals going on. Show those jeans. I will. Once I, as I age, but, I mean, they're just jeans. I mean, it's, I don't know. 2 pairs of jeans, $100. Nice quality. They seem to be pretty decent quality. We'll see. They're both blue jeans. Booty shake, booty shake. Booty shake, booby shake, the booty scooter. I'll pass on all 3, Killface. Booty scooty. Booty scooty or booter scooter? Why is it called Boxing Day? I forget why it's called that. There is a reason. I totally forget what it is, and I don't care enough to look it up. It's from Teen Titan, and it's the booty scooty. Can I do the mannequin challenge? Probably. Booty scooty. I don't know. Booty scooty's good. I do kind of like booter scooter too. But nah, booty scooty's probably better. Do you gotta box people to get deals? I guess you get gifts to then be wrapped. I don't even remember straight good. I think it's something to do with. Fuck it, I don't even remember. Don't remember, don't care. What if the Scientologists are correct? They're not alien tourist. They're absolutely not correct. Tooted and booted. Love writing a theoretical person as one would. Yep, as one does. I also like saying I also. It's a good phrase. The Catalina wine mixer, anything can happen. Except sobriety. Hey, fart. Likewise, yep. Would I let Gordon Ramsay judge my food taste? I mean, probably not, but I mean, like, here's the thing. From what I understand about Gordon Ramsay, uh, on his shows, he's an asshole. And like, someone fucks up in his kitchen, yeah, he'll yell at them. But for just like, someone learning to cook, he's probably just like somebody who's just learning to cook. He'd probably be pretty nice and generous about it. He'd probably be like, okay, well, not bad. You could do this better. This is where you need to improve. You did this pretty well though. Blah blah blah. Bourdain, probably the same thing. I mean, Anthony Bourdain was an incredibly generous man. Thoughts on life in general? Meh. His grilled cheese is whack. Gordon, Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, he sort of plays up a character on Hell's Kitchen. Is sort of what's going on there. Hey, Reptile. On Hell's Kitchen, he's playing the angry Brit. The angry, insulting, condescending Brit. The Simon Cowell type. Yeah? Just mocking people. But it's a character. Oh, good night, Marie. Who would I say was my sexiest girlfriend? I mean, hey, trailer. I mean, it probably was Chantel. First girlfriend? Sure as hell not. My third girlfriend? Mm. Yeah, so I mean, it would probably be either Chantel or my last girlfriend. Chantel did have better sort of fashion sense. She was more stylish. Longest and shortest relationship. I mean, the longest was Chantel. Shortest, I don't remember if my first girlfriend was a full year or not. The last girlfriend I dated was a full year. I don't remember if the first girlfriend was a full year or not. Need a black girl? But would a black girl put up with me? Would a black girl put up with my bullshit? Black women love fixer-uppers. Thoughts on people that break up with a text? I mean, it's not ideal. But at the same time, it's... Doing it in person is hard. It's an awkward conversation. Would I date a black single mom? No, because I don't want to date I don't want to date someone with a kid. What if she is rich? I'd still rather not have to deal with a kid. I don't like children. I don't like anyone under 20. And even then, I'm not crazy about 20-year-olds either. Like it? No. No, kids make me really... Like, I am just really not comfortable around kids. They weird me out. What if she neglects the kid entirely? Well, maybe. Is drinking age 19? In most of Canada, yes. Quebec is 18. The rest of Canada is 19. Yeah, neglectful mother? Maybe. Maybe there's some wiggle room there, but mother who loves her kid? No, not interested. It's because you're not allowed within certain distances of schools. There are no restraining orders against me, fart. I'd go no contact if someone didn't tell me they were a parent, but I'd also ask. Shout out neglectful mothers. Nope. Did not get to see The Boy and the Heron. Would I rather pay child support or raise a kid? I'm just gonna run the hell out of that entire situation. Fake my death, start a new life somewhere else. Saw The Boy and the Heron. I wish I could have gone to see it, but this goddamn town. The Boy and the Heroine. Well, no one spoil anything for me because as soon as I do get the chance, as soon as it's out on streaming service, I will watch it on whatever streaming service it's on. Just gonna have to wait for it to hit some streaming service. Because I live in a town that decided, oh no, we don't need to watch, we don't need to have a new movie by one of the most critically acclaimed animated directors of all time. No, can I have gone to another town? Yeah, but I mean it's far, and like having to pay like it would be like $50 for 50, 60, $100 for tickets to just to get to the town, like just for bus or train tickets to get to another town, plus the cost of the movie tickets and popcorn, and like it would have been really fucking expensive. Tried so hard to find Sling Blade and it hasn't been on streaming for 2+ years. Boyfriend's dad had a DVD copy. It's wild to think that like at this point, like in all honesty, Blockbuster could make a genuine comeback right now. Like Blockbuster, if Blockbuster tried to make a comeback right now, it would genuinely have pretty decent odds of success. Yeah, they would need to make sure that they are sort of like, they would need to sort of have adjusted compared to how they were 30 years ago. They wouldn't be able to have the exact same business plan, but they would probably want to have mail order DVDs. They would probably need to have an option for mailing. Don't drive and have no friends. That's the only option you have. What sets Blockbuster apart from Redbox? I mean, name recognition definitely would be part of it. I suppose it's been long enough. Does Blockbuster still have that same level of name recognition? Because it's been gone for a while. But I think it probably does. Kids today don't know Blockbuster. I mean, yeah. There's probably a lot who don't. There's an entire generation who was born after Blockbuster went under. Need Sling Blade on DVD, but I got the Goonies. Used to run up and down the aisles and beg for candy. Good days. Yeah, like the streaming services have gotten to the point where people are like, oh yeah, we need physical media to be preserved. Used to rent a video game a week. But yeah, I mean, like, it's uh not for a while, Color Purple. Not at this point. I mean, they support genocide, so but anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Right, because community. So because like more and more streaming services are like just removing shit for no good reason, really. Just for like a tax break. So they're really they are really working hard to remind people why physical media is a good thing. Have you seen the Echo Show? No. I have not seen it. I will not be seeing it. Because it's Disney. It's Disney, and I do not want to give money to Disney. Yeah, the actor seems like really cool. No, Echo. Echo is Disney fart. Yeah, the actor seems really cool, and from what I understand, they did the show consulted heavily with some tribe, and yep, that's really great. Um, but it's fucking Disney, so Shrek isn't Disney. Just for that one repeat. Choctaw, right? Thank you, BK. Thank you, Anunnaki. Choctaw. Who does own DreamWorks? Universal. Bring back LimeWire. Should be more piracy for things that are unavailable. Yeah, I mean that's what's gonna end up happening. Sister got a Shrek Barbie doll for Christmas, and honestly, I'm jealous. We'll be watching Madam Web. I will not. Honestly, like I will say, I've seen design. Like I've seen like the screenshots of the women in their Spider Woman, and Spider Girl costumes, like in their costumes, and they're like pretty fucking boss, honestly. The costumes look really good. What time is it in Canada? It is 12:05 where I am, FXer. I wanted to show my twin boys the movie Three Ninjas. Every platform wants $18. Not paying that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some movies are just like weirdly expensive, just basically just to rent. What did Disney do? I mean, Disney is just evil. Like they're way too big, way too powerful, um, involved in all sorts of shady shit. I'm just not comfortable having my money go towards Disney. That's a Muffy Crosswire. I don't know what that is. Like Disney basically owns their own town where they set their own fucking laws. It's weird and creepy. Mr. Walt Disney, the Nazi sympathizer. Yep. Nazi sympathizer and violently anti-union. Florida, is that why? No, DeSantis. The reason DeSantis had beef with Disney, the Florida legislature and Ron DeSantis put forward that "Don't Say Gay" bill. Yeah, they put forward that bill that was ultimately designed to allow them to attack, to remove books that feature queer people and talk about queer issues, and to attack teachers who are queer. So they put forward that. So DeSantis in the Florida legislature puts forward that "Don't Say Gay" bill. Disney. A lot of people criticize Disney because they had been donating to those Republican legislators. Because, that's what corporations do. They back the campaigns of every politician who runs for office so that, hey, we helped you get in, you owe us. So people got pissed at Disney because it came out that Disney had donated to the campaigns of those Republicans who pushed that bill. And a boycott got started. And Disney decided, you know what? Fuck it. And said, you know what? Sure. We won't support those. We're not going to support the campaigns of those Republicans anymore. We don't support this bill. This bill doesn't reflect our values, so we won't support these Republicans anymore. And that was when DeSantis went after Disney. Because they were insufficiently don't want to say loyal, but because they dared not even to challenge him, but to not just acquiesce to the homophobia. So DeSantis said, hey, I've got this, I'm looking to be president. I'm hoping to campaign for president. Going after Disney's gonna like make me look strong. So the reason DeSantis went after Disney is to look strong. That failed. He did not come out of that looking well. At no point during that entire thing did he actually look strong. Because at every point Disney was like, "Oh, really? Do you have thoughts on Steamboat Willie being open domain?" I mean, good. I'm in favor of it. I'm in favor of being public domain. That said, a lot of boring ass there's a lot of boring ass shit with it. You know, like the moment it became public domain, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do a horror movie with Mickey or with Steamboat Willie. Yeah, we're gonna put him in a horror game. Look, look how edgy and cool we are. How subversive we are. Mickey's gonna murder people. Ha ha! How subversive! Oh ho ho ho! Boring. Least imaginative possible take. Like least imaginable possible. What movie is that? I don't even remember. I think there were like three. I think there were like three announced within hours of Steamboat Willie going public domain. Didn't watch Blood and Honey? Yeah, nobody did because Winnie the Pooh, but he's a murderer. Who fucking cares? All I know is the lighting in Honey and Blood was immaculate, which is weird considering just how much modern movies hate light. I turned it off. It was horrible. Yep. Because it doesn't actually say anything about the character, is what it is. It's it's designed purely on shock factor schlock. And that's boring. There's no genuinely clever commentary on the character just doing that. Just making just doing a slasher film with a public domain character. There's no commentary going on with that. I did not see FNAF. So I mean that's the problem with like the horror takes on Mickey Mouse. They're not trying to present any particularly clever commentary on the character. It's, hey, look at this beloved character murdering people. Isn't that funny? Yeah, it is weird just how common it is for modern movies and TV shows to be really dimly lit. And like the idea, I think, is it's more realistic. Oh, it's more realism. But people are fine with visuals that are unrealistic but interesting. You know? Like, is it realistic for it to be brightly lit at night? Maybe not. But people will accept it because, hey, they can see what is actually happening on screen. I never saw Murders. I'm not into horror. Remember when shaky cam was a huge deal? Like when shaky cam was a big fad? Little Mermaid had weird lighting. That's what I heard about it, was that the lighting wasn't particularly good. Yeah, does anyone remember? This was right around the time of Batman Begins. There was a big trend towards, like, if you ever watch Batman Begins, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where the camera is just always moving around, shaking, and just you can't fucking see anything because the camera is not actually focused on anything. The camera is just like woo. Blair Witch worked because with Blair Witch, that was part of that was the whole premise of Blair Witch was these are just three jackasses with a handheld camera. Of course, the camera was shaky, but like big action movies, like what you see in Mockumentary, and sometimes, but not even that, like big budget action movies. Batman Begins is the biggest example of it. But it wasn't the only. There were other movies at the time. There were other big budget action movies at the time. It was just like this, luckily, fairly short lived trend. The idea behind it, I think, was, more sort of more realistic. More realistic and more visceral into the action. Screaming through your popcorn, screaming protest. I should have, frankly, because God, I hated that fucking movie. Horrible movie. I fucking hated Batman Begins. Just an absolute piece of shit movie, and I will fucking fight anyone on that. Batman and Robin is a better and more enjoyable film than Batman Begins. Worst Batman movie ever made in the history of Batman movies. Genuinely the single worst Batman movie ever made was Batman Begins. I will die on that hill. And a big part of why I absolutely despised Batman Begins, loathed it, could not fucking stand it, is because of the shaky cam. You could not see, it was impossible to tell what was going on. As soon as it got to a fight, it was impossible to tell what was happening. Because the camera was never, because the camera was here and the characters were over here. What about the rest of the series? Was not impressed. Dark Knight, didn't care for it. And what was the third one? The third one was the least bad. The Batman? The Batman was whatever. Batman, like, it was fine. The Batman at least tried to have detective work. Rises? Yeah. Dark Knight Rises, honestly, the least bad at the trilogy. That's the one that everyone hated the most. And that was the one that was like, this is genuinely the least bad. Still wasn't good, frankly. Which Batman movie is the best? I'm inclined to say Batman Returns. Batman Returns was really fucking good. Because I mean, obviously Tim Burton obviously has a very good sense of the Gothic, right? He is very good at the Gothic aesthetic. Not just goth, but the Gothic aesthetic, which, goth own. So his Gotham City felt like it matched that name. Batman Forever was lame. Yeah, I didn't particularly care for that one. So like, just the aesthetic worked. Keaton was genuinely good in the role. Like, his his Bruce Wayne felt like I liked his take on Bruce Wayne, actually. He felt like honestly, he felt human. Which which other Batman movies, like, it felt like Bruce Wayne was a character. I think that's a key part of it. With Michael Keaton, Batman, Bruce Wayne felt as authentic as Batman. Bruce Wayne wasn't just, a mask that he uses. He is Bruce Wayne. And he is Batman. He's both. And he uses both to support, How about Joker? I never watched the Joker movie. Watched some Jim Carrey Riddler. I thought he was good. I actually liked Jim Carrey's Riddler. I thought that he was actually like really good in the role. Joker. I mean, Jack Nicholson has an advantage because he's already fucking crazy. Jack Nicholson is legitimately fucking insane. So, was it a performance or was it just Jack Nicholson being himself? That said, Heath Ledger did a great performance of a character that did not feel like the Joker. I don't know. I don't know Batman well enough. I don't know Batman villains well enough to say what character he was playing. But it did not feel to me like the Joker. It was a great performance of a different character. Hey, Billy Bedbug. Yeah, like Batman Returns. So Michael Keaton, I think, was the actor who actually did genuinely, or those Burton movies. Burton and Keaton did the best job at making Bruce Wayne and Batman both valid. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Yeah. Yes. Yes, obviously. DeVito as Penguin, he was so good. He was really good as Penguin. And, like, again, they did a good job setting him up as comical, but also, like, genuinely sinister and threatening. Thoughts on the bat nipples? Yeah, whatever. Heath Ledger was Grant Morrison's nihilistic Joker? Yeah, maybe. And, like, it was a movie that remembered that it's a superhero movie. it knew what it was. It was still having fun. There was some dark shit to it. Hey, Michelle. There was some dark shit going on there. But at the end of the day, it's still a cape movie. It's still a movie about a guy who dresses up as a bat to punch criminals. Like it's still a superhero film. So yeah, Batman Returns is the best Batman movie, I think. With the Adam West movie being the best of the sort of more older style campy Batman. What's my shirt say? Dazzler, Sounds of Light and Fury tour. Or Sounds of Light and Fury, 1983 World Tour. Mark Hamill, best Joker? Yes. Mark Hamill is obviously the best Joker. Love Adam West Batman. I don't really love it. I watched a few episodes of it. I didn't particularly care for the Adam West Batman series. But that was what Batman used to be in the comics. Like, it used to be, before Frank Miller, then, before the 80s, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, Batman was camp. It was a fun superhero comic back in the day. It used to be silly and weird and funny. He had one of his villains was Bat-Mite, which is this weird interdimensional imp who would just sort of fuck with them. It used to be a silly comic, and the Adam West show was a perfect encapsulation of that. Burton kind of gave on to the camp. Yeah, because Burton also does have a real sense of camp and fun. Nope. I never got a response from them. Still haven't. Apparently, they have 2 comments that I can't read. Yeah, I ordered a burger, never came. But yeah, it's no. This is 9:30. I ordered it at 9, a little after 9, around 9:30, I think. I think it was around 9:30ish that I ordered. Maybe a little after 9. I don't know. Sometime between 9 and 9:30 that I ordered. And then it was marked as delivered, I don't know, around 10:30, maybe. It was around maybe 10:30 that it was registered as delivered, but it wasn't there. So I ended up having just a shitty ass microwave dinner because needed food. Hey, Big Turks, the hot tub. Tried to get through to somebody on the support, and they just have nobody. They have absolutely no one on support. So I can't even get a fucking refund. Yep. That's just $30. That is just whoop, gone. $30. That's just that I just flushed down the toilet that I have nothing to show for. Hey, Zaza. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, I posted about it on Twitter, and yeah. I did post about it on Twitter. Tagged and skipped the dishes. And nothing. Apparently they just have absolutely no fucking support. If your food doesn't get delivered, tough shit. Fuck you. We don't fucking care. We got your money. Go fuck yourself. $3 for a burger. And it was like $20 for the burger plus tax, so like $25 plus $5 tip. I try to tip well. I do try to tip well. Because I mean it's it's a shitty, miserable job. So that doesn't pay nearly well enough. So yeah, I gave $5 tip, which I don't regret. I don't regret giving the guy a good tip. Delivery driver fucked up, but that happened. I'm still fine with the fact that I gave him a $5 tip. I don't regret the tip I gave him. We'll have to get the fucking money back for the food I never received, though. Skip the dishes, that's fucking awful because they have no support. If you don't get your orders, skip the dishes clearly does not give a shit. Hey, dimly lit hurts my eyes. Yeah. Dimly lit versus bloom flares. What is worst movie filter? I mean, both are annoying. Dimly lit is worse. Lens flares, at least you can still see things. Lens flares were overused for a while as well. Like there were a few years there where lens flares were just really overused. I mean, it's trend, and right now, like the trend right now is to not use light. Started with the Jason Bourne series, shaky cameras. Oh, you're way behind, aren't you, Billy? Yeah, that's but yeah, I think Jason Bourne I think is sort of was a big one that used shaky cam. That was one of the big shaky cam series back in the day, and Batman Begins sort of followed on that. It's good to just not take a picture of it on your doorstep. Not that I'm aware of. Maybe they do. I'm honestly not sure. Hey, Jill. I'm actually not sure if they do or not. Text or call a delivery person. Fuck it. I mean, it's 2 hours later now. Hey, Akroniv. It's been 2 fucking hours. I don't want the burger anymore. I want my fucking refund. And to get my fucking refund, I need to actually talk to somebody on the support. Like the problem at this point isn't that the lack of food. The problem at this point is there is literally no one on their support. I actually waited 30 minutes on their chat. Like during this live, I decided I'd give them one more chance and open the live and open the support. And just 30 fucking minutes and nothing. No response at all. Dr. Freeze lines are pretty cheesy for me. Oh yeah, the Dr. Freeze. The Mr. Freeze line. Yeah, Mr. Freeze. Holy shit, the Mr. Freeze. They'll give you a coupon. I mean, I'll take the fucking coupon at this point. Just fucking something. Just but there's nothing. They just ignore me. Like I no response at all. Nothing. Just no acknowledgement. Like fuck off, asshole. Like fuck off. Fucking done with them after this shit. Things go wrong. I understand that things go wrong. But when there is absolutely no support, when there's no way to get any help when something goes wrong, when I just lost $30, like when that $30 is just completely gone down the drain and absolutely never seeing that again, fuck you. The Batman played Nirvana way too much. I mean, I like Nirvana, so it's hard to complain about that. But you're probably not wrong, honestly. Just the one song repeat. Yeah. I've said this before. The one thing that I think the Batman did right is that it did try to include some detective work. It did show that Batman is a detective. Christopher Nolan never cared about the detective shit. As far as Nolan was concerned, Batman was a ninja. He was a ninja with some fancy gadgets. He just could not have cared less about the detective aspect of Batman, despite the fact that it is literally the entire point of the character. The world's greatest detective. Christopher Nolan saw the world's greatest detective and went, nah, that shit's boring. I'm just going to make him a ninja. You would have been. Billy is like 30 minutes behind right now. I think he's talking about Danny DeVito eating a fish. Yeah, he's talking about the fact that Danny DeVito ate a fish as the Penguin. Billy's like 30 minutes behind right now. You had Morgan Freeman? Yeah, as the... I don't know. But yeah, it's... Did your liquor run? Nice, Vanna. Anyway, while an ad plays, I'm going to go refill my water. I'll be back in a second. He paid Fox for the detective shit because it got that wingman. Which I suppose is realistic. Just pay somebody else to do all the work. I suppose pay other people to do the work for you is the billionaire strategy, but how do I know an ad is thing? So I have it set. It actually tells me for like 60 seconds. Like whenever an ad is about to play, there's a counter. So the way I've got it set up, like in order to monetize this, in order to monetize my live, um, it prompts me to have ads play during the video. I'm not really sure. Like I don't. I'll need to check if there is actually a way to change it, but I mean, I can set it to be like, I don't know, I can set it to. It is actually possible for me to set it to play them, to add them manually. I have it set for YouTube to play them automatically, to have YouTube insert the mid rolls. Um, so every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, it plays an ad. That is the most conservative it goes. I can set it to be more frequent. I don't need more frequent. So yeah, every 30 minutes, an ad plays, and it does give a countdown on my screen. 60 seconds before, a minute before it plays. Some people have them every 10 minutes, which is annoying. Yeah, like I don't. The only reason I have them on is because may as well make some cash. But I'm not making money off of YouTube anyway. Half hour interview is bearable and get your right. 30 minutes is it's less than you'll get watching a TV show. I will argue over Batman movies for cash anytime. Right? Worst comic book movie of all time? I mean, there's some contenders for that one. Especially when you start factoring in like indie comics. Mario Brothers does not count. Also, not even close to being the worst. Yeah, Swamp Thing I've heard bad things about. Morbius obviously was a joke. The Phantom, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen did not satisfy anybody. Fanforstic, yep, or Fanforstic. Frankly, all three of the Fantastic Four movies were bad. What else? What else? Fan4 just can't get it right. Yeah, I mean, now that Marvel's going to be the one doing it, we'll see if they can actually, if Marvel Studios can get it right. Family, like it's a movie. It's Space Family Robinson. It's about a family of scientists having wacky science adventures. They're basically the Incredibles. Well, yeah, the Incredibles is just a knockoff of the Fantastic Four. Like they are just. It is like the Incredibles are the Fantastic Four. Just straight up. It's just like, oh yeah, this is the Fantastic Four. We're making a movie about the Fantastic Four with the serial numbers filed off. And I'm pretty sure they were not shy about that. Like I would guess that if you asked the creators of The Incredibles, the inspiration of the movie, they would probably admit it's just the Fantastic Four. Contact the restaurant. Why? They didn't. The restaurant's not the ones who fucked up. He already killed off Mr. Fantastic with his 10-minute cameo. Anyway, the movie's like the restaurant's closed now. It's 12. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. The restaurant's closed. But yeah, like my brother and I have talked about this before. My brother thinks that what they should do is start off with Franklin and Valeria already like alive. Yeah, like just like Reed and Sue already have 2 kids with Franklin and Valeria. So you have like the whole family. Will I stay with me and my brother? No. And that's honestly not a bad way of doing it because family is at the heart of the Fantastic Four and always was right from the beginning. I don't know that we need an origin story for the Fantastic Four. You can do that. You can tell their origin story in a 5-minute flashback, right? Doesn't even need to be a 5-minute flashback. 60 seconds of exposition. Yeah, you can tell their origin. You can tell their origin story in a couple minutes of exposition. You don't even need the flashback. Just we went on a we used an experimental we went on a space flight using an experimental FTL engine I devised, and we got bombarded by cosmic rays and ended up with superpowers. Boom. There isn't even a need for to waste time. It is. Make it so they are mutants? No. No, the Fantastic Four shouldn't be mutants. Keep their origin as it is. Space fight, cosmic rays, incredible powers. Anyone excited for Deadpool? I would be excited if I wasn't still boycotting Disney. So, sadly, no, I am not. It is cool that they're doing that they're giving Wolverine a costume at long last. They're finally doing a costume. Wish someone would do a Spider-Man origin story. Yeah, the MCU made the right choice in not rehashing Spider-Man's origin again. In just skipping right past that. Because everyone knows his origin. Radioactive spider, dead uncle, great power comes great responsibility. Deadpool will be on the movie MCU either, which is about damn time that they slowed down. Just took Hugh Jackman's retirement and rehirement to get him in the costume. I know. Peter Parker. That's in Dark Phoenix. Stop trying to adapt it. Stop trying to adapt the Dark Phoenix saga. He was way too tall. He is tall. Wolverine is 5'3" in the comics. Canonically, Wolverine is 5'3". Do I play video games? I'm playing Final Fantasy. I play video games on my channel, FXer. I've done Mass Effect. I've done the Mass Effect trilogy. I did Star Trek Resurgence. I did Life is Strange. And I've done Boyfriend Dungeon on streams. 14? No. I will not be playing Final Fantasy 14. So I'm going to be doing, I've started a Let's Play of the Final Fantasy series, the mainline numbered games, not counting 11 and 14 because those are MMOs. Walking Dead? Nah. Part of Canada, what part of Canada is Deadpool from? I forget. I don't know if it's ever been said what part of Canada he's from. Wolverine is from Alberta. I know Wolverine is from Alberta. I don't know if it's ever actually been said what part of Canada Deadpool is originally from. I would guess probably GTA, frankly. If I had to guess, I would say probably GTA. Like, it's just, I get that vibe from him, that he's from the Greater Toronto area. Ryan Reynolds went to my high school in Vancouver, BC. Cool. Seems like a cool guy. Peter Dinklage should play Wolverine. I mean, he's more appropriate than Hugh Jackman. Thanks, Killface. Peter Dinklage in rage mode would be a sight to see. I do hope that whoever they get for Wolverine is shorter than basically anyone else in the main cast. Like the shortest actor they've ever cast in the MCU. You know, get the shortest person they've ever fucking cast. I need to double check, but I think that he is actually shorter than. I mean, he is like one of the shortest people in, like one of the shortest superheroes out there. Yeah, just curious. So, in the comics, Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, is 5'4", with Wolverine being 5'3". Iman Vellani, who plays Ms. Marvel in the shows and the movies, is 5'6". So they need to find an actor who is shorter than Iman Vellani. No, or she might be 5'2". Yeah, 1.68 meters. So yeah. Supporter Shirt Kings. Indeed, exactly. 5'3", 200 pounds. Yeah. He's short and stocky. Hey, Lady Sunflower. He's a Wolverine. He's small, stocky, and vicious. A Wolverine. That's what Wolverines are. They are small, but they are dense and they are vicious. Logan was good. Logan was a good movie. Logan was unquestionably among the best of Fox's X-Men movies. Honey Badger don't give a shit. Yep. Wolverine's clone daughter, X-23, has a clone sister, Gabby, who did briefly go by the code name of Honey Badger. For some reason, it was changed to Scout, which is not a bad name, but Honey Badger. Why would anyone not want to be called Honey Badger? So terrible that they changed her code name. Dies with X-23. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice touch, Billy. But yeah, for the Fox X-Men movies, the good X-Men movies, Deadpool 1 and 2, Logan, The Wolverine was actually pretty good. I did actually enjoy The Wolverine. X-Men Origins Wolverine was terrible. The Wolverine was actually pretty good. It is honestly not at all a bad adaptation of that Claremont Miller mini limited series. Like, it was not at all a bad adaptation of that classic Claremont Miller Wolverine series. So yeah, Deadpool 1 and 2, Logan, The Wolverine. And honestly, half points to New Mutants for the ambition. First Class sucked. Like, First Class was not a good movie, and none of the First Class movies were good. I will actually give half points to New Mutants because it genuinely tried something ambitious and interesting and club, and like, just, it actually tried something that none of the other X-Men movies did. None of the other X-Men movies actually tried to do what New Mutants did, which was to actually have minority characters, to have the minority allegory represented by minority characters. Every other X-Men movie was focused on white people. White people were the stars of every other X-Men movie. X-Men Apocalypse was about a bunch of white dudes trying to stop an African and his ethnically diverse villain squad. Right? When did they ban To Kill a Mockingbird? Oh, I mean, To Kill a Mockingbird's been one of those books that's faced challenges all along. Like, To Kill a Mockingbird has always been a heavily challenged book. Yeah, every single X-Men movie, aside from New Mutants, had absolutely no interest in non-white characters. I did not get a water purifier. Shut down my high school. We didn't read it at my high school, but Like, it wasn't part of, like, To Kill a Mockingbird wasn't part of my curriculum when I was in high school. We probably had a Canadian book instead, frankly. I don't remember. I don't really remember what books we read in high school. Yeah, I never did. I never have read it. I never have read To Kill a Mockingbird. And I'm not all that interested in reading it. Why the water less yellow? Is Canada got a military? Yeah, Canada has a military. We're helping to bomb Yemen right this moment. Fahrenheit 451. Another one that I've never read. Yeah, the Canadian military was just involved. Yay for Canada. Bombing Yemen for trying to stop a fucking ethnic cleansing. Peacekeepers of the world. That's Canada. Didn't follow along. Didn't follow along enough for doing. Yeah, I mean, it's another one that I'm not all that interested in reading. Frankenstein. Was that? Did we read that one for school, or did I read that one for myself? I think Frankenstein we read in class. Great Gatsby, I'm pretty sure we read in school. Skipped reading Great Gatsby, got 98% of my essay. I read funnily enough, I'm pretty sure I actually read The Great Gatsby before we like just on my own, before we read it, before I had to read it for school. Frankenstein was cool. I did enjoy Frankenstein. I liked Frankenstein. That was a good one. Wuthering Heights. I know we read Wuthering Heights, and I fucking hated it. Just terrible book. Graduated high school before we started bidding on these books. Most of these books aren't banned. Challenged, yes. But banned, no. Most of them aren't banned. Catcher in the Rye, I was bored. That one we did not read. So yeah, the books that I do know that we read. Brave New World, Wuthering Heights, Frankenstein, Great Gatsby, The Kids on an Island, Lord of the Flies, Heart of Darkness. We read Heart of Darkness. What else? Animal Farm, I think. Maybe? Or no, maybe not. No, I don't think we did read Animal Farm. Addicted to David Gemmell books. Hated Shakespeare. Yeah, I don't think we did read Animal Farm for school. I'm pretty sure that one I just read for myself. My feeling on Shakespeare is that reading Shakespeare is not the best way to experience Shakespeare. Shakespeare is not meant to be read. It is meant to be watched. like reading through Romeo and Juliet, you're not getting anywhere near the same experience that you get watching Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet. Wuthering. 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 Wuthering Heights. Which, like I said, terrible book. Garbage book. One reason that I actually resent that book is because it turned me off the Bronte sisters completely. So it wasn't until like 15 years later that I finally gave Jane Eyre a shot. And Jane Eyre is so good. And yes, Romeo and Juliet had Leo DiCaprio. And was just a phenomenal movie. Phenomenal adaptation of Shakespeare. Like that is how, like it is a masterclass in how to adapt Shakespeare. Romeo plus Juliet is a masterclass in how you adapt a Shakespeare play for as a movie. Hated each other with it. Did they? I was unaware of that. That's funny, Kiki. Because like the dialogue is all the same, but they updated the timing. Like they set it modern times with that classic dialogue and just made it, a bunch of hot people being tragic, which, people appreciate that. So it was genuinely, it was, she thought he was too childish and immature. I mean, they were both young. He was young. And he was young. Young, famous, hot. That's funny. Mercutio was always your favorite. Yeah. But yeah, it's like it is exactly what you do to get modern people, to get young people invested, to get young people interested. Because I mean, the language is absolutely a barrier, right? That old style way of speaking, that is something that young people are going to have trouble with. I mean, that a lot of people, not even just young people, older people as well, that people are going to have challenge connecting to. So you go with, so you update the visuals. And that gets them invested. You have John Leguizamo rip open his jacket. One of the reasons he always has young Gia girlfriends, he's so mature, so it's mostly the only younger one that get his humor. Yeah, that one is the fact that he exclusively dates a younger one. Yeah, it's gotten creepy, Leo. I'm sorry, Leo, but it has gotten to the point where it's just plain creepy now. In fact, it was weird to see him with someone his own age and don't look up was what really made me realize how weird it is. Yeah, like, I haven't seen that movie or anything, but yeah, it's like, dude, you're like 50. Do I have Goodreads? I don't. I have an account. I haven't been on there in forever. Yeah. Yeah, Leo is 49 years old. It's time for him to start dating women in his 30s, in their 30s. Skip the dishes finally finally saw my tweet. Get a refund? What am I mean, I ordered 4 hours ago. Say a refund? It's gonna be. It better be my refund by the end of it. Othello. Anyway, I do want to watch more Shakespeare. There needs to be more like really interesting film adaptations of Shakespeare plays, like using the original dialogue, but like he could date a 50-year-old woman and be more appropriate, like how they did Romeo and Juliet. Exactly, like that. I'd love to see somebody do like a Romeo plus Juliet for like The Tempest, for example. That one's on my mind because I played Life is Strange Before the Storm not that long ago, and The Tempest was a big part of that game. So can't do romance movies. I mean, I'm generally fine with romance movies. Space Shakespeare. Favorite movies. I love Studio Ghibli movies. Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, Tale of the Princess. Oh shit. Tale of the Princess. Shit, I'm mixing it up with Arrietty. Because I was gonna say Arrietty. Kaguya? Tale of the Princess Kaguya. Arrietty. So I love Studio Ghibli. Um, you know, Monty Python. Monty Python's always great. Good movies. Um, Star Wars, the original Star Wars trilogy is always gonna. The original Star Wars trilogy will always have a special place in my heart. Um, what else? I don't know. Big Tit Mills 4, obviously a classic. Godzilla movie. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. Can I repeat that? It was a joke. I said Big Tit Milfs 4. I said Big Tits Milf 4 is a classic. Or Big Tit Milfs 4 is a classic. One or two. One or two are fine. One and two are fine. Yep. One, two, and three are all fine. Actually, two is a bit of a letdown. Two, one was pretty good. Two, just total garbage. Three, okay. Four is for the classic though. Four is where it's at. People really overlook the third in the series, but I thought I had the most range. Robin Hood. I did enjoy Robin Hood Men in Tights. I liked that one. Airplane as well. All Mel Brooks movies are classic. Yeah, yeah, he was really good. We're men, we're men in tights, tights. Cary Elwes was on. He was. Naked Gun movies, yeah, loved the Naked Gun movies back in the day. Yeah, Cary Elwes was a really good looking dude. Just who just radiated charm. Yeah, he was a big part of why Princess Bride succeeded as well. Good night, effects, sir. Yeah, like there's, he was a big part of why Princess Bride was successful as well because he was just so dang charming. Everyone in that movie was. Everyone in that movie was really good, obviously. But, Cary Elwes was the star. Actually, it has been over 2 hours, so I should probably get going as well. We're past the 2 hour mark, so. So I think I'm gonna get going for tonight. Order food tomorrow? I don't know, Anunnaki. Probably, actually. Based on a Greek tale of a troop trying to make it home. Yeah, I could buy that. It might depend a little bit on when I wake up, but I might do a little bit of a mukbang sort of tomorrow. I might eat on stream tomorrow. I'm leaning towards ordering some philos. Because I've talked about philos before, and people I think are curious about it, so I might order some philos tomorrow. If I do, I will start the stream once I get the food because I need to order it. Because it doesn't. They're not on the delivery app. They don't have an app for delivery, so I don't have a way of tracking the order. So anyway. Like I said, thanks for coming, and see you all tomorrow. Good night for now.